What's up summoners, and welcome to my another top 10 video where I this time talk about the best picks for the August 2014. I gotta say it was very difficult this time to make up the decisions as there are some radical changes around. Also, Gnar wasn't released at this time, so I'll discuss him some other time around. And regardless, this is Hepodix and hope you enjoy. Evelynn is a sneaky jungler that can exceed quite fearsome plays all around with its good jungler clear time and ganks altogether. In the patch 4.13 they dropped out some base damage from Hate Spike but adjusted her AP and AD rates as well, as it has lower mana cost, so I don't find these latest changes that fatal in fact. Out of the AD carries bunch, many of them has got some tweaks around for their abilities, and I honestly think Jinx is one of those that has been in the shadows more or less, and therefore deserves to mention here. Her base values provides good standards for ADC, and she even got little buff to her passive where you gain that movement speed boost upon destroying an inhibitor. Sweet, huh? Maokai is known for his jungler success for a longer time, but recently players started to play him in top lane as well, and that doesn't surprise me after I saw the lane potential he has. With good basic abilities granted in lane, Maokai can also sustain very well with his passive, and the ultimate Vengeful Maelstrom is much more flexible, as the AoE area follows Maokai instead of placing the ultimate on a certain spot, works out much better. Lee Sin is a jungler that I've talked about a million times at this point, but still is one of the most viable from the bunch. Even with the shorter shield duration and cripple no longer decreasing attack speed, I still think Lee's abilities altogether are still superior to this current meta. There are other amazing junglers currently too, such as V and Skarner, but the ones I had in this list still have bigger impact overall. Tristana is the second AD carry of this list, as her current in-game presence is something really amazing. Free cost on rapid fire and her passive plus abilities combined are just quite viable altogether, and even the patch 4.13 slight adjustments doesn't hurt her that much in the end. Other viable AD carries such as Vayne, Kog'Maw and Graves could make it to the list as well, and I feel a little skeptical about Lucian after the changes, but they all seem to be just fine, not as good as the ones listed here. Jax is extremely known for his top lane presence and is also hard to drop from the list because he is still extremely viable champion. In the patch 4.13 they even modified Jax's auto attack animation, which is now smoother and makes you easier to last it. Nice! Other viable top laners that I didn't mention here are Rengar and Nidalee, which are both superior to but still less powerful than Maokai and Jax in my opinion. Syndra is a champion that the players recently started to dominate with, and I'm not surprised now why. Even without any champion adjustments in the patch notes, her lane presence and that burst output is something truly outrageous, and she doesn't leave many counters for her when it comes to middle lane. So once you master the controlling of those dog spears and get the total balance with her, there is no one to stop you after that, and that makes Syndra quite monster indeed. As Morgana is both known for her middle lane and support viability, I am still rooting more for the support aspect because she is just so annoying. Maxing first her Dark Binding makes up insane amount of CC, plus her ultimate backs up really well. But the most annoying thing when it comes to Morgana is her Black Shield, since you can literally block anything that is magic oriented and only rank 1 is usually enough. The decision between choosing Thresh or Braum in this list was quite a headache, and after seeing the patch notes 4.13 I came with the decision to go with Thresh. As we all know how amazing Thresh abilities are combined together as a support, the patch notes did few adjustments to him. But when you really look at the patch notes closer, you can see that these aren't any fatal nerfs because there are no cooldown or mana adjustments here, and the changes here rather feels justified than a bunch of sad nerfs to Thresh. Also, Braum, Nami and Leona are fantastic supports for the time being, but as you know I can't fit all of them in this list as we have one more mid lane champion to cover up. Yasuo is a champion that just can break other champions so well, even with these few changes that came on patch 4.13. Shorter shield duration, steel tempest adjustments and small wind wall nerf doesn't really hurt Yasuo that much, as I've seen countless times how you can game break with Yasuo the shit out of the enemy, and that is really true with good Yasuo players. But as for general note, it might take some time to master Yasuo and success really well all around. Other mid laners such as Kayle and Xerath I almost forgot to mention as they are really good picks too, but Yasuo and Windwall are truly something that handicaps the players to death, and that is why I think he's the most viable pick for August. Okay, so that covers up the top 10 champions for August 2014, hope you enjoyed. Please rate, comment and subscribe for my new League of Legends and other gaming videos to come. That's it for this time, my name is Hepodix and have a nice day.